Hello everyone, this is Lady Vicenti and today is going to be a video about why less is more. So I know I do a lot of review about things that I buy and that I demonstrate because I do love fashion and I do love, makeup and stuff like that. I'm French, I guess, I love this stuff. But I really need you to know that I really think that less is more. And I will tell you 5 reasons why less is more and also why I do think like that. Because as you can see, I was not born in America. I was born in France. And especially I was born in a little island called Réunion. And this is part of France, but it's in the Indian Ocean. And really, when I was in France and in Réunion, we didn't have a lot, And the life that I have right now, really I created myself, I got a great education, I got my master's degree, and, I'm able to do the stuff that I'm doing right now and having a great job because of my education. But the thing is, I learned from my life that less is more. And we're going to start with the first point why less is more. First, you have to know the relationship between happiness and material possessions is complex and varies depending on the individual and their circumstances. However, the 5 reasons that I want to mention right now why people with less may experience greater happiness are the following. The first one is appreciation. When you have less, you may appreciate what you have more. You may appreciate what you do have more. Having fewer possessions or resources can make you more grateful for the things you do have. Did you notice that when you have so much stuff or you can buy whatever, you don't even know what you have? I mean, if you have a closet full of clothes and you keep on adding and adding and adding and adding, you don't even know what you need or what you have. Or maybe you forgot what you already bought, So when you have less, you really know what you have and you take care of what you have better. The second point is priorities. People with less may prioritize experiences and relationships over material possession. A lot of research have actually shown that experiences, social connection are more likely to bring long-lasting happiness than material possessions. So you will be more happy when you have social interaction, relation, than when you just have things. If you buy things constantly but you don't have any kind of social interaction, or if you are alone, what's the point? What's the point? You can have all the money of the world, but if you do not have feeling or emotion, what do you have? You will have the feeling of being empty. Number 3, reduce stress. You see, people with fewer financial or material resources may experience less stress than those with more. And I will come and I will explain a little more, but the pressure to acquire and maintain material possession can be stressful and can detract from your overall feeling of being happy. And I will extend on that. When I used to be in the French army, I traveled all over the place, and I traveled to Africa and Middle East and a lot of different countries, South America. And when I went to those places, I met several people with nothing material-wise. Literally, they had their house, that house didn't look like our house, like a middle-class house in United States. It's like a palace for those countries, and those people, they were so happy, They had nothing, but they were always smiling. They never had anxiety. They were not taking Xanax. They were not taking, anxiety pill or going to the doctor all the time because they were feeling depressed. No, they were happy with nothing. And I was looking at them and I really admire them, and I was like, that is what I experienced when I was young. Because when I was young, I grew up, we didn't have a bed, we didn't have food all the time on our table, we didn't have a lot of things, I didn't have a lot of clothes, I had nothing. We had several Christmas with nothing, but I was happy. And sometimes I do feel pathetic, when I'm like, oh, I'm sad, or why? My little self will look at me right now and will be like, why are you sad, really? You have whatever you need, everything you need, a roof above your head, food on your plate. You can buy whatever you want to buy. Why are you sad? You see? Because we tend, as humans, we tend to forget what matters the most. What matters the most is not the material things. What matters the most is living, is the life right now. And living means feeling the emotion, feeling alive, feeling love, feeling, like everything that you have in your body, you need to feel it in your soul, And, I don't know if you believe in God, but I do believe in God. And I know that God was my everything when I was little, I was so connected to Him. I was always talking to Him. I had such a deep connection with God. A deeper connection that I have right now, because right now I'm distracted with work, I'm distracted with stress, I'm distracted with life, I'm distracted with everything. And I don't have time to connect like I used to have time to connect. Before, I was talking to God all the time, And I know that in the countries where people have less, they feel the same. They can connect more to their inner self and to God and to what really makes them happy. Anyway, number 4, the community. People with less, maybe they are more connected to their communities and have stronger social support networks. This sense of connection make them more happy, and you get a feeling of well-being that we do not have here. And we can see, a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between France and United States? And I will tell you, I love United States and I live here because I love it. I chose this country because, of course, I prefer being in United States than in France for a lot of reasons, and mainly because United States is a land of opportunities. If you want to do something, you can do it, you can achieve it. But I have to say, communities, because it's a world where, it's a capitalist world, which is great because you can do whatever you want, but at the same time, it's really independent, individualism. So people don't really look at their neighbors. They don't really check on their neighbor to see if their neighbor is okay. And that's the issue that we have. And that's why we have so much crimes here, is because people just look at their world and they do not look at their neighbor world, And so they don't have empathy. They don't connect with, the other person. Whenever we are all interconnected, in this world we are all interconnected, and we have to understand that we need to respect each other, we need to love each other, we need to care, we need to help around us. We need to make sure people are okay, not just passing through and thinking about just our life. I think we need to be more aware of our surrounding and people around us. And in the poor country, where people are more poor, that I visited, people really, really care about feeling and emotion, and they love to help each other because they don't care about other things. They don't care about success, material, and all this stuff. Number 5 is contentment. People with less may experience greater contentment with what they have. When you have fewer possessions or resources, you may be less focused on acquiring more and more and more, and you focus on finding joy and fulfillment in what you already have, you know. People that care so much about, having things or being successful, the only thing they think about is being successful. So they always constantly have more. Like, for example, if you take people living in big city, right, and they have like a big salary, people is like, oh, that's great, you have a great you make a great living. Yes, but you do pay a lot of things too, and so you have to keep on sustaining this living, and you have to keep on working and working and working and working. And then when do you live? When do you take care of how you feel and your mental state? So that's why less is more. You have to realize that having things is a good thing, is good. Being successful is a good thing. Working is a good thing. Having a career is a good thing. Wanted to have a successful life and have whatever you want, it's a great thing. But don't forget your emotion. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget what matters the most. And when you do have all those things that you want, remind yourself that whatever you are in life, you have to be happy with yourself inside of you. You have to be happy with your soul. You have to be connected with your soul. So no matter what will happen to you in life, if your life is checking or something happens, you will still be stable in your mind, stable in your soul, and at ease with your soul, happy. And please always check on your neighbor, always check on people that are around you. Do not just say, hey, how are you doing? You doing good? Oh, good. But you don't care, no. Just generally care about people, because that's what, matter in life. So that's it for me today. It was just a little speech, why less is more, and I hope you liked it. That was Lady Vicente. Thank you so much for all the people that subscribed to my channel already. I greatly appreciate it. And if you didn't subscribe yet, please do, and click the notification button. And if you did like this video, click like. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.